really like living in China?
Income ceiling, my maximum here, far greater. The cars here are really exciting.
I just told it to close all the doors and it closed. Oh my gosh!
I can walk at any time of the day or night and I always feel really safe.
Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. This is Bianca, welcome back to China. Chinese series has been going pretty well and I got so many comments about like people don't believe this in China, that in China. To be honest, since I come back, there are a lot of things that are shocking me as well. But there are some comments kind of like bothers me because people have this like misunderstanding about China, about life in China, living in China especially. A lot of foreigners have this fear of coming to China because, you know, all of those propagandas everywhere. A few days ago, I've met this really nice couple. The girl is from China and the guy is from Australia. They have moved to China for like about 3 months now, and the guy before, his name is Andre, and before he comes to China, he actually had a lot of fear of coming to live here.
Communist country, it's dangerous. Chinese are poor and a lot of people have poverty here and it's dirty.
Well, like a lot of people, you know, you have this like different ideas about China, gets you worried about how he's gonna be living here. But right now, after being here for a few months, his opinion has changed a lot. So today I want to just give you guys this first-hand information about how he is really like living in China. They're actually right inside of the cafe. Let's go. Hello. This is Shu. Hi. This is Andre. We actually met each other like 2 days ago.
I followed Byanca probably 3 years now. First I just see, wow, that's so interesting because, you know, when the whole world is shutting down at that time and Byanca was living her best life and traveling and doing all exciting things. What I really love about Byanca is I feel like all her content actually so real and so authentic.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, I was just wondering, you know, if we're gonna film this video today, first of all, people are gonna say we're paid by Chinese government. And now after this, people are gonna be assuming like I actually pay you, you know, I actually pay you to for like say those things about me. Anyway, today all the content are super real, you know, we're three of us, nothing is fake, nothing is being paid, so all good. Let's start today's video.
Sounds great.
Alright guys, before we continue today's video, let's take a look of these 2 suitcases from Level 8. Now, I have been using Level 8 suitcases for about 2 to 3 years, and this carry-on has been to a lot of places with me. So this one is the aluminum one, is a carry-on. Whenever I go to short trip or I go to some cities, I like to take this aluminum one. It's light, it's stylish, it's very convenient, and also it comes with organizers as well, so I can perfectly categorize all of my different stuff, and it runs so smoothly. So whenever I'm using it, I barely feel like there's any weight on it just because the wheels are so smooth. Now I also got this check-in luggage as well. It's definitely very functional. I also got the smaller one, so it's like a perfect one set. Looks good, it's very functional, and I believe the prices are much lower than the aluminum one as well. So if you're planning on any trips and you need some suitcases, please go check out Level 8. I'll put the link down below in my description box, and use Byanca10 to get a 10% discount. Enjoy shopping. So you guys have been moved here for like how long now?
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Where you guys been living before?
In Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. That's my hometown. That's where I was born and raised.
How about you?
I went to Australia when I was 19. I studied there and I lived there for 12 years and now I just think I'm really ready to be back.
So Andre actually moved to China because of you?
Yes, that's right, and our son.
But also I was really excited about the opportunities here. I'm excited to see how our services can match the people here and help the people here.
You talk about services, probably going to help people, and what is that?
I'm an Australian counsellor. Shu's a relationship coach. We wanted to do some relationship workshops here. Also, we wanted to do some one-on-one counselling and coaching called 2-on-2. If we have a couple, Shu and I will both be there at the same time doing like couples counseling and coaching with them.
You guys also have Red account. I'll link your channel. So if you guys need any help, you can find Shu and Andre. Before Andre came to China, he actually had different opinions about how he's really like living in China, right? And after a few months living in China, you actually have different opinions now.
Yes.
So in today's video, we're gonna talk a little bit about that right now and how do you really feel like living in China as a foreigner. So we're gonna get into that today. All right, so Andre, how is living in China so far?
It's really good. I really enjoy it. My number one favorite thing about living here in China is the people. I think the people are not just very generous, but they're also very helpful. Pretty much anyone you would ask help from give you help. They'll let their life be interrupted for you and they'll go out of their way for you, whether that's someone in a business or a total stranger. The other thing is people just don't judge you. At least that's what I've felt. They definitely look at me because I'm a foreigner I always feel there's always a friendly environment here. It's super convenient, so the payment systems here are very easy to use. The other thing is it's super safe here. With the system that they have here, they don't need police on every corner, so I can walk at any time of the day or night, and I always feel really safe. Cost of living here is lower. Earning potential is much higher. The cars here are really exciting. I think much more exciting than the old stuff I've seen in the past, lots of European cars. Here, China is coming out with awesome looking cars, and they're excellent quality too.
Actually, just heard you got a Chinese driver license, right?
Yes, I did.
There's a Liyue electric Chinese brand
Yes.
right next door. Should we just go for a test drive,
Yes,
then we'll drive somewhere else?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
And what I love about the shopping centres here is this floor is just full of different car brands. Apple, Huawei. This is a car brand here.
Zika.
We were just at Lavazza having a great coffee here. This is a very famous brand in the West too. They're Epic computers.
Whoa!
Look at this.
Look at this beauty! Wow! You guys, check this one out.
I'll be honest, here in China, actually, this is my perspective, Teslas are actually quite boring looking. In terms of the outside and the inside, that's my opinion. Compared to some of the Chinese-made vehicles, they're very exciting cars.
Right. I actually do remember, like 3 years ago when I lived in China, Tesla was a very high-end car. Like the cost almost the same like a Porsche or something like that. After I come back, I see Tesla everywhere. I was like, all of a sudden, why everybody becomes so rich? And then I learned actually because there's so many Chinese brands, they're like, you know, they're producing the extended cars now. So they actually reduce the price of Tesla so much. That's why so many people can afford Tesla now.
Yes,
So maybe we're driving Tesla like reduced like 3 times lower, I think.
So in every shopping center actually have a car brands or a few car brands here, and for people to come and see or test drive.
There's at least 7 or 8 brands in this shopping center.
Yeah.
So this one looks like it's from Back to the Future or something. Like it's really very futuristic. You can tell it to open or close the doors, and it will open and close all the doors.
Let's try it out.
先关门。
Okay, I can click this button. It's closing! Go. Oh, high five, go. 关闭所有车门。I just told it to close all the doors and it was 打开按摩。I'm asking to like open the massage and it's massaging me right now on my lower back. So right now we're at Lishang. The brand is called Lishang and we're waiting for a test drive. So the car is here, we're going for a test drive. Whoa, that's nice. It's like a business car.
Yeah, 同学，打开这个。
Ooh. You guys, look at this. So Andre just said open this and he just pointed at this and it's open.
He recognized his gesture.
How sick is that? 李想同学，
二排请讲。
打开这个。
It's open! That's so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You can
really? And you
literally
can
like
open
point
the
at everything
window.
and it will
You
just
can
open.
open the window as well. 李想同学，
二排你好，
打开这个，打
你看
开这个，
清你指的哪里？
打开这个。
没问题。
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
Welcome to China.
It's very smooth to drive, and my head's on a pillow, and I'm getting a back massage right now. So I'm very relaxed right now. The only thing that's maybe a little different on the roads here is there's a lot of roads when they do this. So
It's a bit confusing, right?
I'll have to get used to how intertwined all the highways and roads and streets are here.
Okay, right now after forever, we actually like drove away like from the topic for a very long time because the cars are just really interesting. So right now we came to this area. It's called Luhu. It's one of the most expensive parts here in Chengdu. I heard like if you want to buy a let's say I don't know villa next to the lake.
Really?
How much is that? Like maybe 40 million or something like that.
Probably.
It's a lot. Anyway, so we come here and it's very gorgeous. We're gonna take a walk, but let's go to the river and then we can finally start to talk about how's your life in China?
Yeah.
All right, Sandre. Before you came to China, what was your impression about China before?
My perception and what I had been told about China, a lot of things that were totally false and incorrect for years. I mean, growing up, you hear things about China, you know, a communist country, and it's dangerous, and you can get in trouble. You'll be thrown in jail for doing the wrong thing, or you get arrested, or get hurt, or worse, get locked away and punished or something. Obviously that's silly and ignorant, but that's sort of the ideas that are floating around. They're silly ideas. Chinese are poor, and a lot of people have poverty here, and it's dirty and that sort of thing, but we got here and it's clean and tidy and modern. Go around. This is amazing. It's a really beautiful area. Not just this area, but all of Chengdu. And the people are, generally speaking, quite wealthy. They have a lot of money to spend. Everyone dresses well. Everyone has 1 or 2 properties, which is quite different to my hometown. To own a property and to be doing financially well, I think quite hard. A lot of idea popping, if that makes sense.
What is the best things you find out of living in China?
Okay, so first of all, for me personally, I love the people. Each of them are actually helpful people, very friendly, very service-oriented people, and very generous. So whether it's family or friends or strangers, people will stop in the middle of their day and be interrupted to help you.
The other day we were in the subway station. Maybe
Yes.
Shu want to tell the story.
Yeah, so when we were in subway stations and Shalom, our son needs to go to toilet, and we're actually inside the station, we realized, okay, we need to get out of the station and come back in, which is a lot of hassle. And then we're actually just talking about it and how to get there. And then a staff just overheard us and then came to us and saying, hey, can I help you guys just to lead your son to the toilet? And then Andre took Shalom, and there were 4 people end up helping them just to get to the toilet without us needing to get out of the station and come back in. I think it's just really ingredient that people would actually think about, okay, how can I make your life easier? Like same thing as like now we're here doing these videos, and then our test driver just called us saying, hey, it's very busy now and it's very hard to order a Didi, which is a Chinese U-Bar, and I will be waiting for you guys here until you finish and I'll take you back.
It's so heartwarming, right?
Yeah, so people go out of their way for you. That always makes you feel special, I guess, as a foreigner, welcome. And that's, I guess, always a concern as a foreigner. Am I going to be welcomed here and accepted here? The people are very accepting, very welcoming, very warm.
I think like a Chinese culture is very open-minded. We really like to welcome people all around the world. I guess that's why Andre realized when you are here, you all of a sudden has a lot of attention.
Well, people want to say hi, they want to have a conversation, kids are waving. And I get that almost everywhere I go. People just are interested in me as a foreigner.
Yeah.
I'm not special by any means, but for them, it's an opportunity for them to use their English and say hi.
I just realized like a lot of people would assume that Chinese people are closed, right? Like mind closed, but actually a lot of Chinese are so open-minded.
Yeah.
They're so willing to accept like, a different culture. They wanted to know your culture, and they're brave enough to say hi to you.
They want to approach and talk to me for me, without the preconceived ideas. In fact, their preconceived ideas are positive ones,
Yeah.
where I guess in the West, the preconceived ideas are negative
Or
towards
fear-based.
fear-based towards other cultures, I think. So it's been really refreshing coming here and experiencing that. Yeah, it's super convenient here. So for example, Shanghai's a really massive city. Well, Chengdu is too. And when we're in Shanghai, I left my wallet in one of the hotels we stayed in. And I thought, oh no. So we called the hotel, they said, yes, it's here.
But we are very far away from that hotel.
Yeah, maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours away by car. We went on an app,
Yeah.
got a service to deliver the wallet from one side of the city to the other side of the city where we were, and they got it to us in under an hour.
So basically, China now has an app called Meituan, and you can order pickup service. So what does that mean is it's 24/7. If you left something at your friend's house or some other places, and you can simply just order this service, and this person will go there, pick it up for you, and then deliver it to you on the day.
One really cool thing is no matter what time of day or night it is, it always feels really safe here in China. I know there's this preconceived idea or this idea in the West that the cameras are really scary here and they're tracking everything you do. But I think the only people that need to be scared of the cameras here are the criminals. If you look around or you live here and you really get around, people are friendly, there's smiles on people's faces and they're having a good time with family and friends. It really seems like there's no what we call riffraff or like rough people or criminal types or angry kind of people. It feels really safe here. That's always nice, that you can walk around anywhere and you can check out any neighborhood, no matter how dark it is, you feel safe. There's another perception of China that it looks like this, which is kind of like an ancient looking Oriental Vibes, ancient China. But actually, this is rare. Most of the city, extremely modern, glass and steel everywhere. Really nice, beautiful parks and stuff like that. But there are sort of tourist destinations to fulfill your fantasy, maybe, of China,
Right.
which is like this, which is cool too. Because we all like that Oriental vibe, you know, from top to top. What's most exciting for me, I guess at my age, is earning potential. Where I was in my hometown, I felt really capped in terms of what I can earn and what I can do. Here, I feel like the income ceiling, if that makes sense, my maximum here is far greater. I'll give you an example. In Australia, our population is 25 million, or around about 25, 26 million. In Chengdu, this one city that I live in now, the population is around about 20 million. So it's almost the population
Of the whole
same in this
country.
city, of the whole country of where I'm from. So I just feel like not just my earning potential, but the impact that I can have with my life, which is really important to me. I want to be purpose-driven in my life. I can really impact and affect a lot of people's lives in a positive way, because we're here for that purpose, to really help people with their relationships. That's really important to us. So yeah, I just love the fact that there's a lot more people to reach and help.
You also compare the cost of living. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. The cost of living is lower, I believe, here by, at least from our experience so far in Chengdu, it's been about 20 to 30% lower cost of living. That was a shock as well. So less expense, higher quality, and higher earning potential. So that to me is exciting. Yeah, so another exciting thing has been the cars. The cars here are very, very exciting. If you're a car person, especially if you're an electric car fan, you should definitely make a trip to China. Check out the different brands. There's so many Chinese brands. The quality of the exterior is high, the interior is very exciting. The cars are fast and they look great. I would say come here, check it out, have a little holiday, but like look at the cars at the same time. And actually the pricing is very affordable too. As far as I'm aware, from my research, BYD supplies some of their battery technology to Tesla. I wonder if you knew that. I didn't know that until I found out, and I was quite amazed by that. So actually the technology is really great and the quality is so good that Tesla wants to use that technology and does use a lot of that technology. Look how lovely and amazing the cafes and restaurants are. You'll never, ever, ever fully explore a certain city you go to. So Chengdu, this is a massive city. It's absolutely gigantic, and the places you come to like this will take you a really long time to explore through.
So what is the language barrier here?
I haven't experienced much of a language barrier personally. I was pretty concerned about that coming here, that, man, I don't know Chinese, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble if I get stuck somewhere and people don't understand me. But actually I find there's quite a large proportion of the Chinese population that do understand English, and I'd like to learn more and more of the Chinese language, because it, I think, opens up more opportunities. Yeah, I was pretty amazed. There isn't really much of a language barrier in terms of day-to-day living.
That's actually a bit surprising to me, because I thought, like foreigner, living here would be like quite a problem, because in my perception, most of Chinese don't speak English, especially older generation. But now from Andre, I learned that it's actually not as big of a problem.
No.
And people are...
Yeah, especially if your job here is in say an international school or you've got an English speaking role, which they exist, and as a foreigner you get paid handsomely for as well, and they never really need you to have advanced Chinese.
Right.
So you can get by, definitely.
Yeah, wow, that's